Good morning, everyone, and welcome to MagicManMo. Oh, I have a little bit of. Oh, I need to. Bottom of my mug is a little wet. It's sticking to my coaster. That's the word. I'm like cup, not cup holder, but cup. Mat, coaster. And it's not too warm because it's old coffee that I just reheated. Because that's the kind of life we're living. Welcome to MagicManMo, the morning show where I play a video game in the morning on Twitch. We don't do these things super often, but we had a weekend, and here we are. We're playing some more Frostpunk. I'm going to resume our story. It's day 34. Maybe I'm going to resume the story. There we go. I thought I clicked on it, but apparently I did not. A storm is coming. We've discovered that there's a great storm on its way, going to pretty much definitely kill us all if we can't prepare ourselves for it before it gets here. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I don't know if we're being timed to actually accomplish this or not. I don't. There's no countdown timer or anything that I see. So if I have infinite time to prepare for it, I think we'll be fine. We have a lot of people to take care of, but we'll be fine. But if I'm in a hurry, we're in a lot of trouble. Because I think I remember the game saying we need to prepare enough food for everybody to survive a week. And we are not close, my friends. We are not close to being able to do that. But here we are. There's a lot of smoke. We also need to be able to retrieve everybody before the storm gets here. This is the storm. Oops, I keep wanting to consciously zoom in to look at it, but I can't do that. But there's the storm. It's coming. As far as I can tell, ever since we discovered that it is indeed a problem, it hasn't actually physically moved. I'm not sure about that. So like I said, I don't know if we have infinite time or not. I thought that's what this stereoscopic lens was supposed to be all about. In fact, if I go here, I wonder if it tells me in here the storm and city readiness. No, it just tells me that it's coming. This is the beginning of the end. The storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there's nothing more you can do but wait it out. I don't know when it'll be here. Too cold. This building must be at least chilly inside to work. Our buildings are too cold, and there's nothing I can honestly do about it. Child shelter, we can turn the heat on. We can turn some heaters on. The heater is already on in the public house, so that's a little bit concerning. The medical post here, this building is under construction apparently. Just I don't think anyone's actually constructing it at the moment. This is being upgraded. Good work, Terry Ho. We'll get it going. Well, the public house, it does have a heater that's on, and it's not enough. Let's see where I can strategically, because I have a factory here. I have the temple. I could do a field kitchen over here instead of. I'm a little low on resources. Don't have amazing resources. We could do a fuel kitchen over here instead of a hub. What am I looking for? Food. I think you would think a field kitchen would. Oh, it's under faith. That's right. Base heating level 3 serves hot meals during the day. Will help people cope with the cold. We could slap one of these bad boys over here somewhere to deal with the cold instead of a hub. But maybe I think we might go ahead and do the hub. I think we might go ahead and do the hub anyway. Eventually, yeah, we'll slap a hub down, because there's stuff kind of over here that isn't actually being covered by hubs, I think. So we'll just slap a guy over there. We'll get that built lickety split. Our public house will be okay eventually. I forget what our public house does. Oh, that's the one that's helping with discontent and stuff. So it being down isn't amazingly terrible, but we do want it back up. This transport is waiting to bring coal in, but apparently we have too much coal, so you can't actually get in at the moment. I love the sound of having too much coal. That sounds amazing. We need to, where were we? There's a few things that we absolutely, oh, our public penance is starting, so we're gonna be helping our hope and discontent here. You will bring doom upon us, confess, you're not saved, you're not clean, you're not worthy. More than ever, we need people punishing themselves. These buildings are freezing. I've got some freezing buildings over there, very cold. I feel like, because I have, I think, a hub here. So I have some freezing buildings. They're not freezing yet, they're very cold. We have some very cold buildings that do I have a hub over here? That's my question. It's a medical post. I don't think is that a hub actually? That's a hub. What's the reach on that? It doesn't actually reach these freezing homes. So I think we will build, I hate to build another hub all the way out here. Alright, let's do it anyway. I almost hate to do it because it's going to burn through a lot of coal, but right now we have those resources. It's fine. This medical post is inoperative. It's been finished. We can get that healing right away. We're trying to take care of the sick. We have a ton of homeless people that we need to take care of, and hungry people as well. So I hate to build more tents because tents are just not going to stay hot enough. They just are not going to be hot enough for everyone. But we do need just homes in general. Otherwise, people are going to freeze to death regardless. So let's build... how many did I just click? 2. I need like 7 more sets of tents. We've got a ton of homeless people. So like... Oops, that is not okay. This, hang on, cancel that. That is not, that is all kinds of wonk. 3 new tents for construction. I'm trying to stay close enough to the hub here. 4 new tents for construction. And then over here we can build some tents. We're going to build a thing right there. I guess we can build here. My problem with here is that it's such a weird shape. I think we might just go across like this and call this two spot just a dead zone. I think that's just gonna be it. How many is that? I'm sorry, I'm losing count. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we just need some roads. That was a lot of wood, but again, people are literally, quite literally freezing to death as we speak, so we will just have to cope with that. We will just have to deal. We will just have to deal with that little problem. There we go. Something like that. Let's get... time is moving. I thought I had it frozen still. There we go. Or, good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad you could make it. We've slapped down some houses so that will help us deal with the homeless situation. They're just tents right now because we don't have very much steel, but it is at least something for them to live in, so that they aren't freezing overnight, which unfortunately, because it is almost midnight, we are going to have freezing people overnight. We're also building a couple of hubs, new hubs, because this building is frozen, the public house is frozen and doing nothing for us, even though the heater is on, which means that's not helping with discontent or anything. So I've got a hub going up to help it, hopefully, maybe. Slowly, there it goes. Perfect. The public house is working once again, thankfully. And then we've got a hub over here that just got built, perfect, which will help heat these tents that we're building over here. Hopefully this tent right here is within range of a hub. Oh no, that's a cemetery. Never mind, the cemetery doesn't matter. So, but we're building 7 new tents with room for 17 new people. We have amputations left and right. We have 21 people amputated. I don't have the steel to build more prostheses in the factory right now. I just need more steel. We just need so much more steel. In fact, we were talking about going into emergency shift at the steels. So let's do that right now. We've lowered discontent because we had our public penance. We're going into emergency shift at the wood as well. Discontent has just skyrocketed as a result, but we need resources desperately. So I'm going to say it's worth it. Fear of the storm, hungry mother. Sir, a woman has come to plead with you. She wants more food rations, but the cooks say that she's already received her allowance. I beg you, Captain. The woman says in a trembling voice, your men mean well, but they've made a mistake. I need 2 rations, one for me and one for my sick child, please. Give her 2. Discontent will rise. I won't bend the rules. Hope will fall slightly. I actually need to not. I need to not raise discontent any more than than I already did. It's one of those things where it's like you don't know that she's lying or not anyway. I just raised a ton of discontent, but neither one of these lowers discontent, and neither one raises my hope. I kind of need to. I wish it was like like discontent will rise, but hope will rise. Hope will fall, but discontent will fall. Or whatever. That would be nice, but it will not. Can I afford it? I like to believe. I like to trust people first. My gut instinct is to trust to trust her. No, I can't bend the rules. Sorry. Can't bend the rules. We're going to drop some hope a little bit on that, but we will gather it back up. I'm going to go with we can't bend the rules. We can't cost us any more food rations. I don't think it was going to cost us any more food rations, which is another reason why I kind of trusted in her, because I don't think it said it was going to cost us anymore, but I just raised discontent a ton. We now have 62 sick people on account of the freezing homes, of the very cold homes. Do I have any way at all to get more heat out here? Because I have hubs, but I don't think double dipping hubs, because these two are really close to each other. Double dipping hubs doesn't actually make it any warmer, unfortunately. Hang on, this guy over here, this field kitchen is very cold. We can turn the heater on over there, I think. And this field kitchen, Ari, what are you? The heater is already on for you. Okay, cool. Emergency shift. Spirits are high, sir. The people you ordered to stay for the emergency shift return to work without a word of complaint. We know that the storm is coming. We need to put in extra hours. Everyone has to work together if we're here to survive the cold. Oh my god, yes. They're actually like... They're actually aware that this is a massive problem and that this is just what needs to be done, and they're okay with it, and they're going to work happy. Oh my god. I know the production queue is empty. I know. How will we manage against that monstrosity? I don't know that we will. Look, let me be honest with you. I think when once it gets here, it's just game over. I think we just lose. I think that's. Luckily, we have a bunch of spare workers and engineers to keep everything manned to full, even though we have a ton of people ill and medically whatever and amputated. It's not great. We're still building our homes. It's coming along. We now have 78 sick people. It's a bit of a problem. We are very low on food rations, but once this food comes rolling in, do we have a surplus, or are we just dead even? I was building a bunch of stuff, but we're just dead even. I can barely stay ahead. It's warming up a little bit. That's going to help with the heat a little. It's going to heat a little bit, and then it's just going to get colder. And then it's just going to get colder. Okay, it's nice to see that it's warmer. We have some scouts almost ready. What do we got here? Fear of the storm, food theft causes riots. So we investigated the discrepancies between the raw food use and output of the cookhouses. It turns out that the cooks are stealing food. People are furious. The cooks cannot be stealing food. We caught 1 thieves. They say they wanted to secure their families before the storm shuts down the food supply. We can banish them. 1 people will leave the city forever. Ask the faith keepers to supervise the cooks. I won't address that now. Discontent will rise considerably. Cooks will keep stealing food. The faith keepers are to supervise the cooks from now on. The word of the leader is the gospel, and I will have my faithful watchers and observers watching you from henceforth. Our people have made it to the Dreadnought landing. There's a steam core here, which is nice. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. Okay. Dreadnought landing light to the south. We found a piece of hull plate bolted to the boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. Sites discovered, Tesla City. Will we ever make it to Tesla City? We are. Who knows? That will bring in a bunch of steel and wood. The question becomes 8 hours to get to Tesla City. It is at the edge. It is at the very edge of the storm. But if we head back to our city and then have to make it out to Tesla, we'll never make it. And I don't have a timer. Send the scouts to Tesla City. Do it. I could use that wood and steel, especially the steel, but do it. Get to Tesla, get more resources, get back home. Mo speaking with the voice of Father Nod. Look, man. Times call for desperate measures. It's my very stereotypical just this is my preacher father voice. My father preacher voice. All right, we're going to build one prosthetic because why not? People getting sick here. People getting sick. Righteous denunciation, a tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow the lead. Well done. All right, so here's what we got. We got some resources now. I've been waiting for, this is not the button that I meant to click. We've got to make some more food. We need another hunter's hut, if you can believe that. I believe that. If I believe it, I don't know why you can't believe it. We also need, hang on, before we build a hunter's hut, I also desperately need to be able to store resources for the coming time. So how many squares does this take? 3? So this will stick out by 1. So let me build my hunter's hut away about 1. That way they fit nice and snugly. So I can't put it there. I can put it right there. And the hunter's hut will fit perfect. That's going to be great. Let's get another hunter's hut going. Dooba dooba. And we'll just slap a road going right there because the resource depots will fit there just fine. Which we do need to build to store things and people and stuff. Resources, 40 wood, 20 steel. It's that whole 20 steel thing that sucks so bad. Okay, I'll let you guys do your thing. Resource depot, I guess I could build one more resource depot for extra coal. Because I think what are we working on? Generator, okay, yeah. Let me build one more resource depot for now. Slap you down, because I think I want to make that one a coal depot while we work on building more hunters' huts to actually get more food, because right now we're struggling to even keep the food rations that we can supply for as it stands. But with the rest of my resources, I think I want to build bunkhouses. For the ones that are just tents right now. A regular house costs what? 25 steel for the regular house. That is so much. I know medical posts are a huge problem. We consider doing triage. So, just looking to see what, if anything else, is anything that I was saving for. I don't think so. How many sick people do I have? 86. Jesus Christ. Well, here's the thing. Do we triage it? Do we do that? Or do we just let the sick that are sick die? Here, let's build... I don't know. It's so hard. Bunkhouses. We're gonna go with bunkhouses. We're going from the outside in a little bit. That's gonna cost us 10 steel. That's all I can do. That's put a ton of people into homelessness right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Hopefully they construct it quickly. I theoretically have a bunch of free workers and engineers available to work this stuff, so hopefully they get to work on it right away. Bunkhouses are a start. It might be more efficient to jump straight to regular house. I'm not entirely sure. It might be, but we'll do this. This is what we got. This is what we got. We're constructing this hunter's hut. We'll need another hunter's hut too. I have a bunch of wood, so let's set up another hunter's hut over here as well. I have a bunch of wood. I can afford that. Okay, I can build a road going up this way. I think that's probably more efficient at the moment. Get those rolling. Book of Laws. It is time to sign into a new law. If there is a new law that we can sign that will actually help us in any way. This stuff is a possibility. I don't know that that's super helpful. We could go into purpose. We could do the House of Healing. Treats gravely ill and gives all patients a small hope bonus. It treats the gravely ill. Healing heals people slower than the infirmary. I was gonna say, the thing is that it will treat the gravely ill, which right now we only have infirmaries that can actually do that, but we do have 2 of them. It'll be more slower, and it costs me iron, and I'm saving iron for houses, so that's kind of the thing. We could do New Faith, so that we can never have to worry about hope again, but actually I think we're doing fine. I think adaptation, I think maybe the moonshine one, because I don't think we have to build a new building for that. We can give out a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. To introduce this law, another one can be passed. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent. I think that's the one to do. I think that it's a passive. I don't have to build anything more. I don't know if it costs any more food to do, but we'll find out. A house of pleasure. I think prostitutes can be employed in the public house to further lower discontent. Hope will fall slightly. So I don't need to build another building for the house of pleasure either, although it will hurt our hope. And dueling law sometimes kills someone, so as much as because it will lower discontent permanently, so that will help with our discontent quite a bit. But again, someone might die. Which then again, maybe someone dying will only just free up another, another space in a home. It's one less mouth to feed. Maybe 2 sick people will duel and we'll be okay. I think we're gonna go with moonshine. I don't know if it'll actually cost me any more food or not. Let's go to the cookhouse. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it actually costs me any more food. So that will help with the discontent, I think. I'm curious if we will end up having to do another triage. I'm thinking what I want to do is, since we're in the end game, I am going to try to not do another triage. Since they are regular sick and not gravely sick, and everyone's being treated, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit here and see if we can try to not triage anyone. And if people start dropping dead because we can't get to them, we're just going to let them drop dead. Which sucks. For a while there, our discontent and hope were problematic. I didn't want to actually triage because we were going to have too much discontent. All right, we made it to the Deep Hollow, which we heard there were survivors at. A long way down. Those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. Oh, we don't need more wounded people. That is, if we strap them to our sides and bring them to the city quickly. Site discovered Camp Compass. Oh boy. Bring the wounded. It's 7 children and 12 workers. Bring them to the city. Bring them. Bring it. They're on duty of trying to rescue survivors. Now we made it to Tesla City, so God knows what's actually here. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow, but nobody comes out to deflecting the snow. Oh, what does that mean? Wait, what did discovering this mean? Can we fight the storm with this? Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with the blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. My God. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Sites discovered fishing village. Risk entering the city. The scouts will try to disable the electric discharge to stay away from the city. Oh, I do not want to lose my scouts. They have a steam core, which I was considering using for yet another infirmary. Do we risk it? Do we risk it? Do we risk it? I don't know what could be in there. Risk it. Risk it. We entered the city. As soon as our scouts entered the city, we lost contact with them. There's no telling what happened, but we presume they're all dead. Really? An outpost can be set up here, delivering an estimated 1 steam core every 1 day. Wait, do we think they're actually dead, or do you think they'll be back? I think we sent them to their death. I think we may have sent them to their death. I think we may have sent them to their death. I think we... was that scout party number 1 or number 2? They've been alive for so long. No. Well, the good news is, and it's not very good news. This is like very utilitarian, but the good news is it was just 5 people. I know it hurts to say that. It sounds so crass. All right. We're going to build some new scouts. They need to go to the where can we send you? Can we get to the fishing village in a day and 16 hours? I have no idea when that storm's going to approach. I have no idea. And again, it might be... Oh. Why is there an X on my outpost? I don't know. I don't know why it says that. Time left, 4 days, 14 hours. Oh, is the storm going to be here in 4 days? Oh, there is a timer. Okay, I couldn't figure out if there was a timer or not. It's here. It's right here. Oh, I see. Okay. We have 4 days. There's snow burrows here with people in it. A day and 5 hours to get to there. Jagged rocks. Fishing village. How about we send you... Let's send you guys to the fishing village. Grab resources. Get to the jagged rocks. Get home. These guys are escorting survivors. They'll come back. Grab the survivors from the snow burrows. Come back. And then we'll probably keep these survivors... The scouts here. 4 days. Sooner than I thought. Me too. I don't know why, but I never thought to just hover over this to see how many days we have left. So I honestly didn't know if we had a timer or not. Okay. We have 4 days, which is sooner than I thought. And that's very bad for us. Great. Wonderful. I love it. We need to build those houses. We need to get food. We need food we have 4 days to get over 2,000. Okay. You know what would really help us with the food situation? Is if we triaged everyone to death. Oh boy, if we won't need to make as many houses and feed as many people if we triage. This is the dystopian truth that we face. This is the dystopian truth that we face. If we murder a quarter of everyone that's dead. Oh boy. Especially since I'm not going to be getting that core, which I was hoping to maybe build an infirmary with. I did it. I clicked it. I did it. 33 people are dead. One of our people. 34 people. I don't know why it's split into 2. It must have been unrelated. 30 people are dead. 34 people died. Oh boy. Okay. We did it. We did it. It happened. We've upgraded our generator. There are... Okay. We need engineers working things because we are now very low on just regular workers for our huts. Also, we can text something now. Heater efficiency. Heaters will burn 1 less coal. That might be a good one to do. Overdrive couplings. Allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. That would be probably pretty good for the storm. Start that one. Do that one. We got 9 hours to do that. Let's do that. There we go. We're shuffling some people around. Get some engineers on this stuff. Oh, I don't feel good about what we did. I don't feel good about what we did. We're gonna have to do the ceremonial service. Hope will rise, discontent will fall. We're gonna do a ceremonial service. Keep people running. Faith keepers, all of our stuff's on cooldown. That's kind of the problem that we're having now. Discontent's not crazy high, but people are not super hopeful. And for very good reason, honestly. We've done this. We're gonna store coal in there, please. Thank you. Whatever happened to our outpost? Did we lose our this outpost depot manages at least 10. I don't think we have 10 citizens available, or I think we do. Oh no, it requires workers. Okay, I think our outpost got disbanded, unfortunately. That's not good. Oh, we're running at level 3 right now. Go back down to 2 right now. Go back down to 2. We're still storing. Go back down to 2. Because that still gives us a surplus so that we can store some coal. We needed to get to 3, and so we did. We did that. We needed to get to 3. We got to 3. Hunter's hut. Get you going. What are you? You're a hunter's hut. Do I have more workers I can steal from anywhere? Field kitchen. I've got just engineers working. Field kitchen. Field kitchen. We're a little low on just regular butt workers right now, which is a problem because we just murdered all of them. We have some that are still being treated. We have 10 starving people. 9. How do we have more homeless people? How has this happened? I know how this has happened. We got some more people, but how has this happened? Oh, we're also upgrading buildings right now. That's a part of it. We're upgrading some buildings. That is part of it. Do some of these tents bunkhouses, vacant beds, 21 in care houses. Is that what I'm looking at here? I think some of these tents we don't need to build at all anymore. Family alone in this world. Oh boy. John Peel, excuse me, is there just one guy living in there? Okay, cancel that. Oh wait, maybe don't cancel that? How many vacancies do I have? There's no residents in this bunkhouse. There's no residents in this tent. So let's get, alright, let's get rid of dismantle the tent. No one in that bunkhouse, no one in that bunkhouse. So if I have people that aren't in a bunkhouse, dismantle this tent, people can move over to the bunkhouses. Get them moved. We may have to sign new faith now. We might. We might, but we're not going to yet. Overdrive coupling seems great for us right now, for sure. Definitely. Oh boy. Fear of the storm, doom-mongering drunks. A dozen or so people got drunk and took to the streets. They were chasing after women, yelling that we should have some fun before the storm kills us all. What should we do with them? Banish them, send them home. They'll be sent to sober up, but their doom-mongering will affect hope and discontent. Banish them. 12 people will leave the city forever. Oh, boy. It really bothers me that I can't put I can't banish people right now because I'm low on workers. It really bothers me that I can't have engineers working hunters' huts. Our hope is so low right now. Send them home. Oof! Oof! I don't want to banish them. I would love to send the Faith Keepers to maybe like punish them, put them in some penance. I would put them into penance. I would do that. Oh, here we go. We got some, here, we can shuffle some people around there. There we go. That gave me some workers. That gave me some workers. have 9 available workers. Okay. Scout Unit 2 has returned safely with more people. Oh, people are waiting for us right now. Oh! Oh, we can't go to the fishing village. All right. All right. Right. All right. You're gonna take what? A day and 5 hours to get there? I don't think you're gonna make it. You're gonna take a day and 1 hour to go there. What's this? A day and 8 hours? Man. I am upset that we left that core behind. I think we're at the point now where, you know what? No, we got to try to save the people that are here. I know we just murdered a bunch of people, but I'm not a monster. All right. I don't think they can make it there in time. We've got 4 days and 2 hours. Okay, and then we'll send you to Camp Compass because it's a day and 9 hours. If these guys can make it to the burrows, these guys can probably make it to Camp Compass just fine. Will they be able to make it back? It will be a race against time, but this will be the last 2 scouting parties that we do, the last 2 scouting missions that we do, and then they come in and stay here. We'll disband them. Our wood is at max. We need to probably do another hunter's hut somewhere over here, probably, I guess. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Resources, food. What am I looking for? Resources. Resource depot right in there. So we can store some food. We're not going to survive the storm. We have like 3 days to get a bunch of food. That's kind of the thing though, right? That's kind of why. How are we at a deficit right now? How are we at a deficit? We were barely maintaining even, and then a bunch of people died, and now we're losing food? Are you kidding me? Okay, how has this happened? Alright, how's our housing doing? We're about to get... I do see that it seems we have 1 bunkhouse that's empty. We have 2 bunkhouses that are empty. Like, just completely empty. So if I have a couple of tents, I think I do. If we have a couple of tents that are cold right now, we can tear them down so that those residents can get into bunkhouses. If we rescue a few people, the concern, though, is that I'm not going to have a lot of room left over. We can tear down 1 tent, though, for sure. I have 2 slots and 2 care houses. Okay, I should probably leave 1 of the bunk houses open for spare people. Also, if we get to the snow burrows, there's going to be some survivors in there, and I don't know how many. All right, maybe I should just leave them both open. Maybe we should have 2 things open. Rescue missions, yas! This game has everything. I guess the cookhouse is inoperative or something? No, I think part of the problem is that I have an ability that sick people eat less food, I think. And I think because... I actually don't need the extra working hours because they every single time they make enough food quick enough. Okay. We're gonna leave a couple of bunkhouses open. We won't survive this. We probably won't. There's no way we can survive this. We die. This is where we die. There's just no way. We die here. All right. We will not be able to make enough food fast enough to survive this. It's just impossible. It's horrifying. We have 12 hours of this left. Because I don't have my... Oh, I do have my outpost. My outpost is still out there. My outpost is still out there getting us coal. Okay, good work. Because once the storm gets here, I don't have any more cores to make more steam stuff. I have 1 steam coal mine, and it's working as hard as it possibly can. Speaking of coal, shouldn't I be in a surplus right now? You would think I would be in a... I was at one point in time, even though we were working at Steam level 2. Oh boy, not good. Not good. Our automaton is still doing his thing. What's our pile look like? 311. Our pile's hanging in there. Our raw food is at capacity at the moment, actually. All right, well, we're gonna turn it into rations. Okay, it's fine. 27 wrongdoers were inspired to mend their ways. Okay. Oh, here we go. Captain's words. My captain's words. Lower the discontent. We're gonna have a sermon. We're gonna have some evening prayers. Gonna get some hope going up in here and get some discontent lowered. Cool. Things are happening. All right, this hunter's hut is ready. We'll put 9 workers on that duty. Yep. Basically, we have 3 days and 20 hours to get as much. The problem now is that we're full on raw food. Our hunters are bringing back enough raw food that we're not going to be able to store it. But it does look like it does go over capacity a little bit. This is ready. We need food rations. Or maybe raw food. Change to raw food. There you go. I guess. What is our raw food? What is our food ration storage abilities? Can I see the food storage? We can carry up to 600 of each right now. All right. We'll switch over to raw food since our food rations aren't actually making it like ever. I officially have no more workers for anything. I still have 49 sick people. We're treating 55. We're still treating people like crazy. So our triage, oh my god, we'd have like over 100 sick people right now if we didn't triage. Triaging sucked, but oh my god. There's just so many people. Where's our cemetery at? Wasn't it, is it this? Oh, it is. It used to be so far away from everybody. 133 people died. Oh my god. I don't even, sometimes I look at what we've got. We're full on wood, by the way. Is there anything that, oh, why did I click that when I want to build stuff? Sometimes I look at what we have here and I'm like, what would I have even done differently? You know, what would I have even done differently if I could? We could build thumpers, I guess. Steel works. Nowhere to really put them. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that we can really build. I do need to start building some more. Here, let's make the leap to house, maybe. For a couple of these. Make the leap. We'll make the leap to house for a few of these that are further away from the generator, I guess. That costs wood as well, so yeah, we'll do that. I have tents here in the middle that we can make the leap as well. $25 steel, 27 wood. Alright, there we go. We just burned through all of our iron trying to do that. We can put this guy into overdrive and lower this down to steam level 1 for a little bit. because right now it's equivalent. This is gonna help us a lot. We'll do that for a hot second. What did I come here for? I wanted to know what coal storage was. 2,700. Okay, that'll help us conserve some more coal for a little bit. Is the problem the lack of raw food or cooking / processing them? Yeah, the problem is getting enough raw food in. We're actually, overdrive couplings research, nice. The problem is that we are processing all the food that comes in, believe it or not. It is being processed and turned into rations, as far as I can tell. But we're eating it too fast. So we're always riding the razor's edge of 0. When did we get 45 sick and 55 in treatment? We could have done so much with 100 more healthy work. I know. And this is after the triage. We just cannot keep people healthy because they're cold. We just can't keep people warm. Which I can only, like, I can warm them all up. I can go to steam level 2 and then overdrive, but I can't keep that up forever. I'll either run out of coal or the generator will get too stressed and explode. I just can't keep anyone warm, so they're getting sick every single night. It's horrible. I know I don't have any iron. I just spent all my iron. Generator range upgrade would probably be pretty good. Maybe. Steam hub range upgrade. Zones and steam hubs can be extended farther. Maybe the steam hub upgrade, because that will consume less coal. We're in the end game here. There's not a lot that we can build that's worth building. Yeah, let's do this. Well, I don't have the iron for it. I don't have the steel for it right now. Discontent's pretty low. We can go into another emergency shift in a few hours. We're on cooldown right now, but we can go into another emergency shift. All right, I have my 20. Steam hub, upgrade that, I guess. Cool. But because we're in overdrive and it goes up by 2 levels now, we are actually, for the first time ever, look at how everyone's livable right now. It's operating as if it's at Steam level 3 right now, is what it, because of the overdrive. So that's pretty dope. And this has a capacity of 2,700. So once it reaches that, we'll go up Steam levels and turn the overdrive off for a minute. Yeah, come on, food rations. Keep going. Keep going. We could keep going. I could build more hunter's huts, but I got no one that can actually work them. So that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now. I need to pop someone off of probably wood duty. No, I have no workers in wood duty to pop off. I have a worker here I can take off of steelworks. I kind of need to be maxing steel. I can take someone off of this probably. Yeah, there's a worker here. Perfect. Blam. The temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. Good work. Our outpost has an X on it. I don't know why. We're rescuing some people from snow burrows. Research generator power upgrade 3. I don't think we're gonna get there because we'd have to unlock that tier. Again, we're not gonna make because to get to generator power level 3, I need the 5th tier. I'm not even at the 4th. I would need 125, probably twice this at least to get to 5. I would need like 250 wood and like 150 steel at least to get to 5, and then do generator power upgrade 3. So once this storm's here, we're screwed. There's just no way. There is just no way. There is just no way. All right, it's free time. I hope you guys are building those houses because we have a bunch of homeless people right now until those houses get taken care of. I probably shouldn't have put in that many orders for houses, I guess. Look, that's my fault, but we need them built as soon as possible. I think we're kind of at the end game here. We're at the waiting game where it's like what I have to build. Like, I can't really afford to build more things other than I'm building houses at this point. I would be building resource depots, but right now I'm not even at maximum of those. Right now we're not maxed out on our coal or our food. So there's no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. There's just no way. We need a total of 2,868 food rations to survive the storm. For everyone to survive the storm. There's just no way. There is just no way. There is just no way. We lose. Game over, man. We just write it out at this point. Just because. What else are you gonna do? What else is anyone gonna do? Are they gonna try to return to London now? Are they gonna try to outrun the storm? Where would you go? This is the end game. You get frostbite, and you get frostbite, and everybody gets frostbite. You get frostbite, you get frostbite, you get frostbite. That's right. That's where we're at. We can pass a new book of laws. We can do prostitutes, I guess. We can do this. We can do the new faith. We'll never have to worry about hope ever again. We might not have to worry about hope ever again anyway, because we're all gonna die. Oh, this will lower hope. The House of Pleasure will lower hope. Great, wonderful. We have a little bit of hope. This stuff is on cooldown. How much time do we have? 3 days and 3 hours? Look, man. We could do prostitutes, and then the next thing we can do is new faith. Prostitutes are gonna lower hope, but lower discontent, and then we go new faith, and then we'll never have to worry about hope again. I think that's the move. There's not much left that we can go into dueling law. Sometimes people will be killed in a duel. Sometimes that'll happen. We could go the route of dueling law. The problem is the people that are gonna die are probably gonna be useful people, not the sick people. Dueling law it is. Duels are legal. If you got a problem with somebody, just duke it out in the streets until you freeze to death. See what I care. We're just gonna let people kill each other. Yet another spectacle to distract us from terrible reality. Look, man. Y'all don't have much time left. There's not much time left. How much time until we can sign a new law? Hang on, 19 a day and 1 day and 19 hours. So yeah, we'll have time for one more law after that, and it's oh boy. All right, explore these burrows. The price of survival. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. We also discovered Camp Meteor. All right, bring them in. Bring them in. Our dudes have to make it back anyway. Camp Meteor's frozen. We discovered it. It's already frozen. It's too late. So bring those scouts back. When they get back, they're staying back. They are not going out again. We will be disbanding them. In 7 hours, these guys are going to make it to their destination, and then we'll have them come back as well. At this point, our discontent is super low. We can go into emergency shift for steel once again, raising our discontent, just skyrocketing it. We need the steel for houses desperately bad. We're going to go into emergency shift for wood as well, because why the frick not? Our discontent has skyrocketed. But hey, if you got a problem with it, you can just shoot each other. Them's facts, man. Them is facts. You know, if you're like, oh man, I'm so stressed from work, I'd really like to just have an open musket duel with Jimmy. I think part of the problem is that this is at 50 something efficiency, and that is not ideal. So can we do this? Can we get, that is efficiency 0. That is efficiency 40. Great, wonderful, I love it. This is actually, I think, why our coal is a problem, is that we are not even close to efficiency. We're at 40% efficiency. Oh my god, why? Emergency shift apathy sets in. Sir, the people you ordered to stay for yet another emergency shift are working very slowly. After so many hours of toil, they've become apathetic. They don't see how we can survive the storm no matter how well we prepare. We can't! This is busy work! It's just busy work. You can't survive. No one will. We're all gonna die. And I speak nothing but the truth. I'm the truth speaker. Ask the faith keepers to motivate them. It'll raise discontent. Let them be. The workplace will operate at 50% efficiency during the emergency. Nope. Send in the faith keepers. Send them in. Send in the faith keepers. This has truly become dystopia. All right, heat this up to 2. This is getting a little stressed out. Everyone lived comfortably for a hot minute. Oh, this is up to 79% now. Thank goodness for that. So there's that. Overdrive is going off. That will make people a bit colder. At least it's daytime. We made it through the night. Righteous denunciation. A tip from a believer. Captain, a man has told us that his neighbors are planning to organize a protest. Our men are following the lead. Well done. Follow the lead. Lower the discontent. No protests. We will have you penanced in the streets if you do that. So the discontented were denounced and persuaded. Excellent. Good work. Good work, team. We're all gonna die. There's nothing left for us here. Oh boy. I mean honestly, right? Look. What do you expect? It's the end times. These citizens are woke. They know what you're up to. Look, again, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's just busy work. Everyone has 2 days and 20 hours to live. Prayers at work. Sir, the people employed at this field kitchen refuse to work today. Oh, great. They intend to spend the entire shift praying. We've been working like madmen, sir, but there's only so much we can do to prepare. Let's face it, this is the end of the world. Through prayer, we can find the hope of deliverance, whatever happens. Force them to work, hope will fall, let them pray. The workplace will be inactive for the day. It's just the ones in the field kitchen, right? Let them pray. Let the field kitchen people pray, that's fine. That's fine. All they're doing is raising the heat a little bit. So all you're really doing is dooming your co-workers, but who knows, maybe they'll duel you over it. But yeah, no, we can afford for the field kitchen to go down for a day. It's yikes. It's very cold. They're just gonna get sick. Like as if that's something that's new. As if that's something that's new. This is just the end times. People are slowly getting better. It's just people are also slowly getting worse. So, I mean, I'm up to 11 free workers somehow. Somehow we have 11 free workers again. And I'm assuming it's because they got healed, I guess. I don't know how this has happened, but it has happened. These guys are almost at their destination in just a few minutes. We're just gathering steel at this point. We're just going to try to make houses, and they're going to ride out as long as they can. I think we need enough to survive a week, and that's just not happening. The people living in this camp are packed and ready to go. Hey, fellas, we can't afford to feed you. Let's bring you to our city. Bring them. Bring them to the city, where you will die. Why? Why do I do this? I've doomed us. I've doomed us all. There's no way. There's no way we can survive the food. I can't feed them, and yet I keep bringing them in. I'm a monster. Here's what we would have done different, I think. Right? We're in the post-mortem now. we're in the post-mortem a little bit. I think what needed to change is very early on, we needed to be creating resource depots and surplus food to put away. We were riding the rate. Oh, here's the storm. The temperature drop. Right? Is that the storm? It's got like it's just frozen right there. It's just frozen. 2 days, 16 hours. Yeah, that's the storm. That's it. That's the end times. It's gonna get colder, and then it's gonna get colder, and then it's gonna get colder. 3 more times. It's gonna get to minus 90 Celsius. I'm a little disappointed it's not gonna get to minus 100. Just a nice even minus 100. Oh no! But we needed to be able to squirrel away food. Weirdly enough, I don't know. I think maybe we would have been more resource efficient if we could have had resources sooner. We need to take care of this. Hang on. To make the jump straight to building houses as opposed to upgrading to houses, because I don't know if because like a house is 25 steel. This is a bunkhouse. A bunkhouse is 10 steel. So in theory, this should be costing me like 15 steel, but I'm not actually getting all my steel back. I'm getting most of it back, thankfully. So if I could have made the jump straight to houses for some of these shelters, then that would have been more efficient. That would have been more efficient for us if we could have made the jump straight to housing, for example. So anything that requires upgrades, but that's just kind of part of the thing too. We had so many homeless people. We were just trying to house anybody in anything. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I keep thinking that what we needed to do different was get that food supply. Because again, we're not going to survive 2,000 food. The best thing we can hope for, Steam Hub range upgrade. Nice. Good work. Good work, team. I don't even know if it's worth upgrading, like trying to upgrade anything else. Maybe the generator range, I guess. It'll be in our pocket, but we'll never have enough coal to use it, to do it. I guess it's not that it's 20 wood and 10 steel. It's not that expensive. Do it. Do it, man. Do it. Everything's... We could shuffle some hubs around, but I don't know about that. What building is this right here? Faith Keepers? Oh, yeah. You're chilly. You're not actually being heated right now. We're going to do a nighttime procession, and we're going to do some public penance, by the way. It is time. It is time. It is time for the penance. I have 14 hours left on this. We're just not producing enough steel. Storage near capacity. Or actually, we are producing coal, apparently, interestingly enough. We're at the razor's edge of what we're capable of producing. Okay, that's fine then. Number 4 is returned safely to the city. Good work. Number 4. Can I disband you? Survivors rescued. We saved everyone we could from the places we knew were still sheltering survivors. God help the rest. Yeah, they're done. Can I disband you from here? No, I think I have to disband you from the beacon. You're disbanded. You can just be workers now. I've got no actual work for you. I have no work for you to do other than just get to work on constructing things. Because it's free time, and it's almost dark out. All right, we're gonna upgrade some more stuff. The good news is, if people die, it's fewer mouths to feed. That's it. That's the only good news. That's where we're at. I want to do a post-mortem. I keep looking at everything, and I'm actually relatively happy with pretty much every decision I made. Like, I'm not that, like, I don't know what would give me enough of an edge to have had enough food. The thing is, what would have helped us the most is if we could have gotten a few things sooner. If we could have gotten, like, the factory up and running and more than one automaton running around here really early. And then also didn't accept survivors. Like, if we could have kept our population as low as possible, We got some penance rolling. We got people, we got so many people milling about. It's time for penance, everybody. Pray at the generator. The holy generator will provide until it cannot. Oh no. But that's where we're at. It's just like if we could have gotten some stuff sooner, then maybe we could have squirreled stuff away. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's my post-mortem. I got nothing, man. It's not a very good post-mortem. I don't have. We needed resource depots sooner to like store stuff. We're finally storing stuff and actually getting ahead slowly, but it's not gonna be enough to survive the week. It's not gonna be enough to survive that. This is horrifying to look at. It's not gonna be enough to survive the week. We're barely staying ahead. We have 78 homeless people because I keep upgrading. Hopefully these losers keep constructing. We only have 2 days, so we're just building houses as fast as we can for insulation. That's it. That's it. My post-mortem is if only I'd gotten stuff sooner. Maybe the resource management would have been tricky, but where's our workshop? If we could have gotten like more than one workshop rolling, so we could have tacked things quicker, we would. If we could have dedicated to just diving all of our resources into technology, we could have gotten some technology sooner, which maybe it would have allowed us to skip some steps, so that we could have jumped straight to houses. So we could have jumped straight to steam coal mine, maybe while we still had piles. We probably would have never had cores to do it. But that's kind of where we're at. If we could have gotten to the point where we had more, depot people going out into the wild to get cores and stuff. I don't know. If we could have discovered Tesla cities sooner, maybe that's it. We would have gotten more cores for more infirmaries, for more steam cores, for more automatons. Fight over supplies. Sir, an argument erupted between some workers last night. Some of them wanted a portion of the resources their facility produces so they can prepare for the storm. It came to blows, and though nobody was seriously injured, tensions are still running high. Keep me updated. They're gonna duel each other. They're gonna duel. Let them duel. Let them duel. Do it. It will please me. We could build another hunter's hut. We have the wood for it. Steel is my limiting resource right now for houses. We can build another one of these. We have 2 days to get a tiny bit more food. Because now we have some free workers. That's why before I could have built another hut, but like no one would have been able to work it. So what was the point? Okay. I've got more steel. It's in the middle of the night, but we might as well keep building houses. Might as well keep building houses. Somehow we're down to 7 hours of steel left, of coal left. Somehow we've done that. I think it's because we had to get through the night. I think that's the other thing too. Once it's the storm time, there's no way we can produce enough coal. Zero way, zero chance, nada. Game over, man. Can we do another triage? Is that unlocked yet? I don't think so. We might do another triage right before the storm, literally so that we can murder as many people as possible so that we don't have to feed them. Like, literally, that might be it. There was an industrialized way of getting raw food. Maybe that would help if we get it some time ago. Yeah, maybe another triage when we can. Less mouths to feed. Yep, I was just thinking that as well. I was just thinking that there were more than one way to get more food. I think the hunters' huts that by themselves actually weren't problematic. We just weren't squirreling it away soon enough. We should have been doing more resource depots to like save as much of it as we can. How will we manage to get so much trust? Yeah, discontent's just going up just because. I need to disband you. There you go. No more beacon. These guys are going out for 12 hours for like one last duty. I don't even know if I want to disband them. These guys, again, for mouths to feed, this is the most horrifying thing to think about, but these 5 dudes out here that I've got bringing coal back, I might just let them ride out the storm and then freeze to death. I know that's horrible. I know that's terrible, but I don't want to feed them when they get back, and I don't want them to stop bringing me coal, because we're down to 4 hours of coal left, apparently. We're going into overdrive. We're lowering this down to steam level 1. We need to, like, stockpile some coal. A mob storms the stockpiles. Oh boy! So a crowd of terrified people has stormed the stockpiles and started plundering our supplies. We managed to fight them off, but they demand wood for heating and to reinforce their homes. We need 860 wood to supply everybody. You idiots! We don't have it. We don't have it. You have 24 hours to supply 860 wood. We can't even store that kind of wood, you fools! You don't know how bad... I like to imagine. These guys, honestly, they're so desperate that they believe, the leadership, me, that I'm actually hoarding supplies. That I actually have the means to keep them alive, and they believe I'm just hoarding it. And that if they bust in and demand the supplies, I'll be able to give it to you. I'll tell you what, guys, if I had it, I would give it to you. I have given everything to the city. There is nothing. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not squirreling anything. The city comes first. Discontent will rise. Hope will fall. Disperse the crowd. People may get hurt. I think, the city comes first. The city must come first. It's fine. It's fine, because once I can pass one more law, we'll never have to worry about hope again. Oh yes. We'll never have to worry about hope again in just a few 16 hours. In 16 hours, we won't have to worry about hope ever again. We know what law I'm going to pass, guys. I do have 327 wood, but it's steel. Steel's the problem. Steel has been a problem for so long. For so long. Our storage is at nearly incapacity for raw food. So we are reaching a problem now where our cookhouse is actually having a hard time keeping up. At the moment, we'll put it in extended hours, so they'll work a little longer to try to get that. It's fine. We'll be able to make a bunch of food rations, so we'll get there pretty quick. Is there anything I can do right now? We're gonna do some captain's words to lower the discontent. We're gonna hold a sermon. We're gonna have some evening prayers. Mostly we're doing all that to lower discontent, because again, it's only a matter of time before hope is no longer a problem. It's only a matter of time. Has this been built yet or what? It is. Okay, there we go. We filled out the hunter's hut. I have wood. It's full. Our wood is full now. It's very cold out here. Am I heating it? I am. It's just, there's just nothing we can do. We're slowly stockpiling coal, I think. We should be. We're in overdrive right now while we stockpile our coal. Okay. Okay. People are hungry. Of course they are. People are sick. Gravely so. Or no, not gravely so, just regular sick, but you know. Build another house. No matter how many houses I build, I will continuously need more. This is the end times. Hold your families tight. Say goodbye to your loved ones. This is the end. Mo with the evil but defeated laughter. Evil but defeated. It's true. Is it triage time? It's almost triage time. We have just a few hours. It's a few hours before triage. Again, it's... I'm just counting down the hours till we murder a quarter of our sick population. I'm just counting down the hours till we murder a quarter of our sick population. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, the coal mine's way out there. In theory, this is probably the last transport we really ought to take. I'm gonna keep them going. I'm gonna keep them going until the end. We don't have enough coal to survive the storm. It's either they die working or they die in here waiting for it. I don't know. I don't know which is better. Would you rather die like still trying to provide for the city that you know will fall anyway, right? So that would you rather die working your butt to the bone so that your loved ones back in the city can live a little bit longer, or would you rather pack it in and know that the city will die sooner because you can't bring more coal? Right? These guys are screwed whether they stay here or not, so we're gonna just keep them running. Our generator range has been upgraded. Woohoo! Yay, us! I'm not doing any more research because we don't have enough supplies for it, honestly. I'm using all of our steel for houses. Oh boy! Keep at it, gentlemen! You got it! I believe in you. You're doing such a good job. Actually, we might have to... The cookhouse actually might not be keeping up. Emergency shift on the cookhouse. Emergency shift on the cookhouse. I never thought we'd have to do that. Make it happen. 24 hours in the cookhouse, everybody. Turn that raw food into rations. Do it. Do it. We will turn the raw food into rations. Because that's a lot of rations. It's like over 1,000 rations. That is like over 1,000 rations. We need to make a resource depot, and maybe one more. This is me reaching so hardcore. Like, there's no way we're gonna survive this, and this is me still trying for like God knows why. Slap it over there. Build that resource depot. We're gonna make it supply for rations because we're gonna get close to 600, and then eventually the raw food depot will also convert over to rations when we can no longer hunt anyway. It's better to starve in a house than it is in a bunkhouse. At least they'll be comfortable. I mean, they won't be comfortable, but more comfortable. I'd rather go down fighting and hope for a miracle. I mean the oh god, they're gone. Oh, I think it's just because they just got here. The expedition, they won't survive. They're gonna go down fighting. There is no miracle. If I don't bring them back in, there is no miracle. They just die. So so there's that. Imagine we actually managed to get enough food before the storm. If we get enough food, we won't have enough coal. If we get enough food, we will not have enough coal. We don't have enough coal to make it. We can't even supply us now. We'll see. We'll see how long the sick can survive. Because like all of our working buildings are gonna like go down. All right, food rations. There you go. We can now keep up to 900 food rations actually in storage. 900. It's not even half. It's like not even a third. It's not even a third of what we need actually. But it is time to kill some people, so maybe that'll change things. Triage. Boom. That's a lot of discontent. We lost some hope. But the good news is that 17 people died. Woohoo! It's not actually as many people as I was afraid of, honestly, but it is just a quarter of the sick that are in. I think it's a quarter of the sick that are actually being treated, not technically a quarter of all sick people in the city. I think, technically. So technically speaking, we opened up a lot of spaces for some of the people that were waiting to be treated. We opened up some spaces for them. So that's kind of nice, I guess. Oh, new book of laws. All right, here we go, everybody. It's time. New faith, everybody. With the introduction of the new faith, all who voice doubts will be branded enemies of the faith. Everyone must be devoted to the survival of our cause. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. The new faith. There will be blood. In the final day before the apocalypse, if you question me for a moment, you will be destroyed. It's like going completely mad with power, but knowing that we're all gonna die. It's knowing we're all gonna die, but refusing to let anyone speak out against you. It's like such the opposite of like the truth or something. Sir, people are rioting in the streets. We will destroy them. Fewer mouths to feed, so I say, so it shall be. In demanding that you stop what you're doing, they say this isn't what our faith stands for, that you're destroying everything beautiful and pure about it to gain absolute control over our lives. It is the way. They shout that this is madness. Madness! You say this is madness. You don't even know the beginning, my friends. You don't even know the truth like I do. And that you're a usurper, but not our true shepherd. Roughly a quarter of our people are determined to fight. The others are silent. Send in the faith keepers. I will send the law. People will die. Does not make hasty decisions. The new faith will not be signed. Send the faith keepers. I am signing the law. People will die. People will die. He is our shepherd. He will save us. I can't. I literally can't save you. Our captain is the voice of God. He is the voice. I am the voice. Maybe a god of death. I am the voice of the god of death, and they don't even know it. They seek me for life and shelter, and all I can bring you is death and discomfort. The night of change is done, breaks and the streets are silent. You've declared your laws God's will, branding all who oppose you as heretics. Everyone who was a threat to the unity of our city and the new faith has been dealt with. 21 citizens died. The others have renounced their views. Hope will never be a problem again. No one will think in these terms anymore. Oh my, it had to be done. It had to be done. This is how you get Outlast. This is how you get Father Not. Devotion. People are devoted to you as the voice of truth. You are their hope. People will die, but it was their heretical views that were keeping us down, keeping us from true survival. How could we expect to survive in the cold with those who would seek to tear us down? This is the way forward. Dude, if we survive this, how many people died? Like 21. My dude, like, if we survive this, the people that survived will truly believe I've become God. Like, there's 0% chance of us winning this. It will take an actual literal miracle. It would take an actual literal miracle because we do not have coal or food. There's 0%. This is just, you're just watching for the chaos now. You're just watching for the madness. This only ends in death. Execution platform. Certain execution platform has been set up by the generator. Whenever you order it to be put to use, an enemy of the faith will be executed. This will lower discontent greatly. I see. Desperate father, suicide. Oh no. Oh, not like this. Not like, I get it, because there's 0% chance, but not like this. Sir, the man who wanted to go looking for his daughter, oh, that was so long ago, was locked in his house and as you ordered. Today, his neighbors found him hanging from the rafters. He left a note saying that this was the only way he could be with his child. May he rest in peace. That is so sad. I actually wanted to give him food to go looking for his daughter. We just, at the time, literally had none. We literally had no food. None. Zero. Not like none to spare. Just none. So I couldn't send him for his daughter. I couldn't do it. I tried to keep him here so that he wouldn't die, and he ended up dead anyway, so there's that. I get it. I get it. I do. What could I do? I think our expedition is not actually going out anymore. The outpost deep. No, I think they either froze, and I don't think they if they died, I missed the notification. So I don't think our expedition is getting us coal anymore. We have 6 hours left. You know what? We can't afford to heat this. We can't afford to heat it. We have very cold homes. We have some very cold homes, everybody. We have some very cold homes. Oh, people are gonna die of the cold. It is the way. 152 buried citizens. Oh my god. Oh my god. We somehow we still have 489 people living here, desperately trying to survive. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more worker in the factory because whatever. How will we manage against that much strong? We won't. This is the end times. There is no surviving. All along the cold storm, it was your god. You were praising to the you were praying to the frozen doom that approaches. We have 1 day to get our stress level down on the generator, basically. That's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to ride it out. Even the stuff that's closest to us is at the very cold level. It is now the very, yep. Oh boy, just look at this thing run. Oh my god. Also, how do I make the gallows work? how do I have a public if I wanted a public execution, how do I make that work? It's right there. Execution platform. 1 person will die, discontent will fall greatly, cooldown 2 days. An enemy of the faith will be executed. This is what happens to those who endanger our city. Our discontent is very high. Those who would oppose you threaten the survival of our city. At your command, we will bring them to justice. Such display of firmness will lower discontent. Find an enemy of the faith. An enemy of the faith will be executed tonight. So it shall be. The faith demands that a heretic must be put to the gallows. A tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow the lead. Hanger! Any and all who are discovered hoarding food and supplies will be put to death in the name of the faith and of the cold of the storm. This is horrifying. Look, we had so much hope. This has gone straight inoperative because it's too cold. Can we produce? Are we? How are we on coal? We can't. 3,000. Are we? Is our pile empty or what? 449. Everybody's emergency shift, please. Emergency shift on the coal. We will continue to produce coal. Discontent has risen for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. Oh boy. I want to do it one more time. I'm just afraid what happens when that discontent reaches max. Because we've got a coal mine over here that I want to put into 24-hour duty as well. Left on this. We can't make it. Do I have enough discontent? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Do it. Oh boy. They will work through the night to make us some coal. It will happen. So it shall be. A citizen has become gravely ill. So it shall be. That is the way. Our workshop is low. There we go. We have 4 hours left of coal. We're going to go back down to steam level 1. Going back down. No one's being cured. We have medical posts, but they're too cold to actually cure anybody. These people are just going to die. Final warning, people are furious. I understand. My dudes, it's a charade. It's all a charade now. I thought we could make... Sir, people are extremely discontent with your rule. You think? A revolt could break out against you at any minute. What should we do? Ask the faith keepers to calm them down. We must hold on for a couple more days. You have 2 days to lower discontent. They're not gonna make it in 2 days. We must hold on for a couple of days. Just believe in me, your savior. We just need to hold on for a little bit longer, my friends. My friends, we only need a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Our target is right there. I think we can nail that with our different things once they become available to us. Oh boy. Yes, in a couple days, everything will be okay, everyone. Everything will be just fine in just a couple of days. You'll never have to worry about being unhappy and discontented ever again. No, my friends. Soon it will all be over. Soon it shall all be over and you won't have to worry. Discontent will be a thing of the past. No one will feel pain any longer. You won't feel anything any longer. It'll be just fine. You won't even be able to think clearly before too long. As the cold sinks into your bones, you will begin to hallucinate better times. Friends and family you haven't seen in days or months, God knows how long they've been dead in that cemetery, you will start to see them again, even though they're not there. They will comfort you as you ride out your final few hours once the storm hits. Oh my god, this is dark as dark, dude. It's dark. But this is the reality. This is the truth. I am the speaker of the truth. It is a dark truth. It is a terrible truth. But it is the truth. Very motivating speech. Motivating is not the right word. I've become a cult leader. I am literally leading them to the 10 people have died. Excellent. That's fewer people we will have to feed in the apocalypse. They have gone on to the great to the great warmth beyond the cold. We have not lost them, friends. They are not truly gone, but moved to a warmer place beyond. We've become a cult leader. We lured everyone in. We got everyone to believe in us, to give all of our trust to us, and now we're just gonna walk them to their death. And they're gonna welcome it with open arms, because what choice do they have? It's the way. It's what I've said is to be done. It's what I am just writing it out, guys. I am just writing this out. I'm letting our coal build up as quickly as it possibly can. At steam level 1. We're letting the stress lower as much as it possibly can, because once the storm hits, we will turn on the overdrive to keep people as warm as we can for as long as we can. That's really all we got. I will keep building houses for as long as there are people to work towards the building of houses. Which is not very many people, as more and more continue to die. I have 82 sick people, 4 of which are gravely sick. 20 are being treated, only 20. We have more clinics that could be helping people, but they're too cold to operate. They're too cold to operate. Achievement unlocked, politician. I got an achievement, discontent falls. You have managed to placate our people. Hope rises. It's fine, I don't care. Another enemy of the faith. How many more are hiding in our city? We should kill them all one by one. That's what will happen to all the evildoers. Oh my god. Is he about to be steamed to death? It's not even a gala. Is he about to be steamed to death? He's about to be steamed to death. That is how... That's a real good way to get no one to ever complain ever again. A duel taking place in accordance to the duel law. So there's 2 people dueling right now. That's a good way to get people to never complain about my rule ever again, is that if you complain, you will be steamed to death. We're gonna hold a ceremonial service in the name of those who have reached the great warmth beyond. They shall be remembered. This will be the final night in which we bury our dead in the cemetery, to be remembered for our final hours. It's a bunkhouse. Where even is our cemetery? It's right there, right? 166 people lie here. They have moved beyond, though their bodies freeze in the grounds of the snow, of the earth and the toiling sands, it's not sands, snows. Their souls have moved on to a warmer place. People are homeless right now as we're building homes. It's fine. They're under construction. People are dying. We're probably building homes that no one's living in right now because so many have died. We're at minus 80 degrees. It is the storm fast approaches. Let's take a look, shall we? The storm is right here. Oopsie. The storm is right at our gate. Here it is. It's right here. We're in it. We're in the middle of it. We're not in the middle of it, but it's right here. Our coal mine has finally succumbed to the storm. If our expedition force was still out there, they are absolutely dead. I don't know what became of them. I never saw a notification. They either died or they came back to town and stayed here. I don't know which. I'm in no control over which. What happened, happened. May they rest in peace wherever they are. Is it time for triage? I don't think it is. I don't think, yeah, we're not going to make it to another triage. A citizen has been amputated. We have no steel for prostheses, and even if we could, what would be the point of a prosthetic at this point in time? What would be the point of applying you with new arms? We're not going to put you to work. We have 119 sick people. We're not producing food fast enough. The good news is, once it goes storm mode, anyone that we can keep alive for long enough, I mean, maybe they'll have enough meals. If enough people die, maybe we will have enough meals to survive. I doubt it. Like, if we dwindle down to like 10 people alive or whatever, right? We might have enough food to keep 10 people alive. I don't know if we'll have enough coal. Our automaton might be able to theoretically keep working. I don't know. It might be too cold for even the automaton. I don't know. I don't know. Well, because we'll switch the automaton over to factory work once no one's actually capable of working anymore. If that's even possible. We'll find out. At this point, we're writing out the madness for science. For science, we're just writing it out. Keep going. Keep going, everybody. Keep it going. Hell has frozen over. I didn't think it was possible for it to get this cold. Dudes, I didn't either at the time. I didn't know. I didn't know what this game had in store for me. I didn't know what this universe, this world had in store. I didn't know how dire it was going to be. Oh my god, the shadows. Our raw food is full right now as we're desperately trying to create rations. We can't go into another emergency shift here. They are operating as quickly as... It's actually literally inoperative. Because it's too cold, I guess. It's literally inoperative. That's a bummer. The storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator cracks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards rattling windows. Trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. It's not enough. It's not even half enough. The city must survive. Survive the storm. We've prepared well for the coming storm. Nope. Now all that's left is to survive until it passes. Nope. Is our automaton still working? Our automaton is actually still working. As far as I can tell. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's actually going to keep getting colder. Oh my god, it is actually going to keep getting colder. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Look at everybody just fleeing back home. Everyone's just flocking to their homes. I can't do any more. Oh, I can do more construction. It just looks frozen over. I don't know if anyone will do any construction while this is going on. Probably not. That would be insane. All right, we're going into overdrive. We won't be able to last for long enough to do that. Oh, I think people are still actually working. Are people actually still working? People are actually still working. We can keep building houses. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look-see. We actually have the care houses are currently livable. Anyone in a care house is just hanging on. Is just hanging on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Actually, yeah, people are all in. We have a tent somewhere? We still have a tent that no one's living in? Tear it down. No one needs to be living there. This will be our test. Are people actually going to go over here and dismantle it? Are people actually still working? Because I'm not entirely sure. If people are still working, great. 18 hours left, low on coal. Oh no! Oh, there's just no way! Oh, it just can't happen! This building is being dismantled. Okay. Apparently. Supposedly it is. I think it's probably too cold. It still says 18 hours. We won't make it. We won't make it with the coal that we have. We don't have enough food or coal to survive this. What is happening? What? Are we about to be abducted by aliens? What am I looking at here? It is actually being dismantled. We can actually build some houses while we still can. We will build the houses for those who are still alive, such that they may live slightly more comfortably, but they might also die in the freezing cold before their houses are ever made, before they're ever built. This is the way. We are out of steel. This is the way. More and more people are getting sick and actually not capable of working, and then I just keep piling more and more people onto to actually work the coal. I don't really care if anybody keeps working the iron or not, honestly, kind of. I've still got some people available, so I guess I might as well. I might as well slap them on there, make you do something until the very end. I will keep you working at something until the very end. Even the workshop, even though it's doing literally nothing. The music has gotten very intense. We will hold a sermon, and we will hold evening prayers. I will send out my captain's words to keep you in, basically just in line. These two are almost ready. I will put forth sermons and evening prayers, and I will speak to my people to keep them less discontented until the very end. You're glad we'll get to see minus 120? I know, I thought we wouldn't get to see minus 100, and then the game did me up an extra 2, and they're like, you know what, screw it, 120 it is. Hunting is no longer possible. We're going to be eating our raw food. This stress level is going to get all the way up, and then we're going to have to turn it off. And people will die in the freeze. Here we go. Survive the storm. Oh, as if. There's no way. There's no way. I can't even go out. I can't even go view the map to look at the storm. We're in it. We're just in it. This is just the way it is now. We're up to 20 hours. We're up to 20 hours left of coal. We are slowly. I mean, our maximum is still only 2,700. Although our resources, our stockpiles, wherever they are. Hang on. There's one over here somewhere. While I'm thinking about it, where is it? Where's our stockpiles? Hang on, I need to, how do I? Can I see a list of our storage? Where is it? There should be one over here somewhere. Is it this thing? That's a public house. Resource depot. You're doing food rations. We now don't have food rations. So you're now coal storage in case we can get above 2,700. I doubt it. What were you? You were coal. Your food rations. We no longer have food rations. So you can now store coal. You are raw food, which is, I mean, yeah, I don't want to change it and then accidentally, like, people delete what we have left or something. Building disabled by storm, storage near capacity. Yep, our buildings are now officially disabling. Everything is now cold. Are you working? He is, actually. This hasn't been disabled by storm yet. He's trying. Our buildings are being disabled. Our hunters' huts are disabled. Keep working, why not? We have more steel now. We can build more houses now. I guess. There's no point, but let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. I'm basically trying to trick people into slowly dying. That's kind of what's happening. Is it I'm tricking people into slowly going out to work to build houses to just die. That's basically what's happening. And they don't even know it. All right, we're gonna do some penance maybe. And we're gonna do a nighttime procession. We're gonna do a nighttime procession in the middle of the storm. Oh. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's not a good idea. To combat the cold, we're gonna send everybody out into the cold to process. All right, overdrive is turning off. I know. It's getting too stressed. It's gonna explode. If we start shutting down buildings, if we send people out to dismantle, will that actually, like, warm up buildings? Like, I don't think that's how it works. But if we start dismantling the freezing buildings, will we actually, like, be able to warm up the ones that are in the middle? I don't think that's how it works. So I guess we're just gonna write it out. We have 222 sick, 36 gravely. Everyone's gonna be sick. It's just everyone. I don't even know where these amputations are taking place because I don't even think our care houses are open. Are people just amputating themselves in their homes? Because that's kind of horrifying. I think people might be amputating themselves just in their homes. From the frostbite. Coal mine crisis, danger of collapse. Sir, one of our engineers wants to talk to you. He's concerned about the danger that the cold poses to our mines. We're doing everything we can to heat the mines, but the air we're pumping into the shafts is so cold now that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start collapsing. Keep me informed. Oh, look, I've got it running on a heater. I've got a hub out there. It's the best we can do. We're already running out of coal. Our coal is already running out. We die in 19 hours when the coal runs up. All I can hope for is that the automaton will keep making us just barely enough coal to keep turning the generator on and off over and over again to just ride out like the handful of people that we will be keeping alive. It's the only way. It's all I've got. Oh my god. It will drop. Oh my god. It's gonna get to 120 below. Over here, it's gonna drop 3 more levels. It will get, if we get there, we won't. If we get there, it will get to minus 150 Celsius. The wind, I can't hear my own your own voice, your own thoughts. Should we just speed it up? Should we just write it out? Double time it? What else can we really do? What else? It's a new day dawns. It's about to get colder. Here it comes. Minus 100, everybody. Yup. And so the great dying will begin. Our food, no one's eating our raw food though, weirdly enough. They will, I'm sure they will. Coal mine crisis, the mines are freezing. It's so cold, the hydraulic roof supports in our coal mines are failing. If the tunnels collapse, the lower levels will be cut off. We should either abandon them or send volunteers to replace the supports, but the task is extremely dangerous. 10 volunteers will be sent to each mine. Some of them may die. Abandon the lower levels. The output of all types of coal mines, all types, will fall by 80%. Send in the volunteers. They may die, but who cares? They are gonna die of cold one way or the other. 30 people have died. Excellent. I mean, it's not excellent. I'm not like excited about this, but it's just the only option. It's all you got. It's apparently working at 119% efficiency. We are trying so darn hard to keep that thing alive. This building is actually not functioning anymore, so I don't need anyone working it. I don't need to keep manning the hunter's hut. It's inoperative. Is this thing still operating, this field kitchen? No, because it does not have food rations, so that is actually not operative any longer, so we can take people off of that duty, I guess. There is no hunting, so I guess I can take everybody off of hunting duty. Because I don't know if, like, every night they're still wandering over to the hut and just freezing their tails off. I'm not entirely sure. But we don't need them working it. There's nothing to do. The infirmary is inoperative. Does it have patients? No patients. I'm gonna put an engineer on it in case it ever gets even close to warm enough to work. Righteous denunciation, a tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and supplies will follow the lead. Well done. Recover the food supplies that they've been hoarding. We can probably put them to death. Is it time for another thing? We will murder yet another person. We're gonna put someone else to death. That is the way of the people now. It's the only thing to keep people going in these desperate times. I know, it's horrifying. I know, it's bad. I don't want to, but we do have a lot of discontent. We do have a lot of discontent. I'm freeing up a bunch of workers now. This is kind of good. And once this pile's still going. We're still working the coal mines. I can't believe it. I was kind of led to believe that these buildings would stop operating, but they're still going. They're still going. Cookhouse, there's not the, I mean, it's inoperable. I mean, yeah, again, I'll put people on duty just in case it gets vaguely warm enough to finally actually do something about it. Our coal's going up. I'm trying to get it stockpiled to 2,700. Houses, we can build them. We can build more houses. This is something. This is a show. We're trying our darndest. Do I have any more hunters' huts I can take workers out of? Here we go. Keep working, darn you. One person has died. Yep, no, that sounds about right. Wow, no one will survive for sure. For sure. It's so cold that steam execution won't work. The person will be nice and warm instead. Right? Can you imagine he'll be the one person that survives because he's the only one getting any heat? We're at minus 100. 236 people, 653 are gravely sick. Apparently we're, oh no, that's freezing. I thought we were treating 400 people. I'm like, what? How is that possible? How is our coal? We have a surplus, technically. All right, everybody, we're gonna heat some stuff up. I'm gonna keep you alive for a few hours. We're not gonna keep that up for very long. Healthcare crisis, storms harvest. Captain, the ill and their families have gathered to demand that we do something, anything to help them, but the number of frostbite cases keep rising, and we might not be able to help all the sick in time. You could use triage to heal most of them, but many would have to die. Yeah, this calls for drastic measures. You'll have 3 days to use triage. Sure. Disperse the crowd. Discontent will fall. I will find another solution. Sure. Oh, sure. We'll triage people. Oh, sure. Oh, that'll be fine. Healthcare riot. People die in the street. Captain, an angry crowd has gathered to protest against the deplorable state of our healthcare. You mean the non-existent state? Because every building is too cold? Many of our people have been ill for a long time with no help in sight. They demand a new place of treatment. I'll open an infirmary right away. I can't. Disperse the crowd. I won't address this right now. Disperse them. Disperse them! We can do triage in a few hours, but like literally it won't do anything. There's no one being treated. There's not actually anyone being treated. We were down to less than 10 hours left, so I'm going to move down to Steam level 2. We were going up to 1 for... Our range setting is up to 2. Oh, God. That actually might be why our coal is so bad. I think we might need to do lower our range setting. More hands needed, sir. The volunteers we sent to keep the mines running weren't enough. There's been a cave-in. Either we send more people to open the tunnels and replace the rest of the supports, or the sacrifice of the first group will be in vain. Send more people. 5 volunteers will be sent to each mine abandoned. Send more people! More people are needed. More people are required. So that is what we will do. Send more people. We have lots of people that were hunting at one point in time that are no longer doing anything. So send more people. Indeed. All these inoperative buildings. I keep shoving people in them for literally no reason. 14 people have died. The temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. Another person has died. Oh my God. It's so cold. It's so cold. Okay. Public penance is starting. Nice. Time for penance, everybody. People are freezing. Like our heat, even at level 2, is doing just nothing. Even at nothing, it's like pointless. It is like pointless. Even at range setting too. Even at range set, we're at the level 2 range. We're down to 10 hours left, so we're gonna go down to Steam level 1 and start recovering some of our coal. I know. We can do level 1 at range setting 2, like basically indefinitely, which is hilariously amazing. People aren't eating, I guess, apparently, which is fine by me. We have 30 hungry people. They're all gonna slowly die. It's fine. People are dropping left and right. We knew this was gonna happen. There they all go, doing their nightly service. Oh my God, you can actually see the people that we've executed. Larry Cavendish survived 41 days before being executed. Crime heresy. Joseph Dryden survived 39 days before being executed. Crime inciting against the leader. It's one of those things too where it's like, do you think the crimes actually happened or did we just make it up? We can do a new law. We can do yet a new law. I am hitting everything that is not the correct button. How about those prostitutes? Sign it. Sign it. The public house isn't open, but sign it. There will be prostitutes if the public house ever opens. Sign it into law. Make it so. Number 2. Another step closer to the old ways we left behind. Some people can't live without pleasures of the flesh, apparently. Don't worry, guys. Nothing's actually changed. It's legal, but nothing has actually changed. We have 97 amputees, by the way. It's only gonna get worse. We can do more houses. We don't need more houses, probably. So many people have died, we probably don't need them. Is it triage time? The number of patients will be reduced by 3/4. Hope will fall. We literally have no one being treated, so we can't actually do triage. We can't do triage because there's not actually anyone being treated. Amazing. 10 out of 10. So, there's that. I don't know what's going to happen when the take care of the ill fails. I guess we're going to get discontent or something. Oh, this is a hunter's hut. We don't need that doing anything. Keep it coming. Keep the steel coming. Keep working, everybody. I know it's pointless. I know it's stupid, but keep working. Keep doing your thing. This coal mine is not doing super well. We can go into emergency shift for coal. Probably should. Maybe not that one because it's not working at very good efficiency right now. The steam one. Emergency shift. Emergency shift. Let the discontent flow. Let the discontent flow as we reach minus 110 degrees. This guy's working at 33% efficiency. It's just so cold. I do have a hub over here, don't I? I do. I do have a hub over here, working 24 hours at range 2. It's at 44%. I guess we maybe can go one more step into discontent territory. Coal mine crisis. Mines operational, sir. The volunteers managed to replace the critical supports in the lower levels of our coal mines. Our coal supplies is safe for now, but the cost was great. 45 of our people paid with their lives to give us a chance of survival. They will be honored. They will be remembered as they return their bodies to the great warmth beyond. They will be remembered. I need to keep my faith keepers at maximum efficiency because we don't need anyone stepping out of line now, do we? Now, do we? People are dying left and right. We knew they would. I mean, this is nothing new. I can build some more houses. I've got one more thing to convert. Again, there's probably no one living in them because so many people have died. But this is what we have decided we will do. I can't believe our food's lasting. I can't believe that we have not eaten all of our raw food. I cannot believe that. It's so cold. Hey, at least the automaton will survive. It will represent the city forever. And it's funny too, because eventually it'll stop doing anything because this coal pile will run out eventually. Once we're all dead, it'll just keep mining this coal pile until it's gone, and then it'll just sit there doing nothing forever. I'm shocked we're allowed to keep running our coal supplies. There's the tiniest chance that we could survive, like somebody could survive this. I know we've lost a ton of people, but there is the tiniest chance that somebody will actually survive this. And now that we've got people, I have no engineers apparently. I have engineers working the public house. We don't need that to be a thing. There you go. It's possible that since we are running coal, if we can get this, we can make some prostheses. There you go. Just keep making some prostheses. What's the point? I don't know. But we can do it. We could start dismantling, interestingly, we could start dismantling the infirmaries, since they're doing nothing, and get the steam cores to build more automatons. Or another steam coal mine. Okay. We can build 2 more steam coal mines, in theory, with 2 more cores. Guys, we might tear down the infirmaries. They're inoperative anyway. They're not actually doing anything. Tear them down. If we're going to survive this, the infirmaries must go. Tear down the infirmaries. I know this. I know this is a long shot, but I honestly thought we'd be dead already by now. Tear them down. Overdrive. I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. A sudden strike of hope. We're not dead yet. Okay, we have a steam core. What does it take for what am I looking for? I want heat. Tech? Resources. Coal mine. Steam coal mine. There we go. 40 steel. I have it. Go. Everybody go. Make that happen. Make it happen. Go, 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 go. Get to work. Also, we're going to hold a sermon because discontent is a problem. And I'm going to speak to my people to lower my discontent. Indeed. I speak to my people. We are going to produce more coal. Go, 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 go. Go, everybody, go. Go, everybody, go. Go, everybody, go. I had given up. I had given up, but little did I know my people had not. My people are not dead yet. Then maybe they will be. Maybe they will be, but if we can get more coal production. If we can make it happen soon, I can raise this up a couple of levels and maybe get some of these houses to the point where they're not freezing. Maybe. I think I used a core building these. No. What else did I use a core? This used a core, I think. I'm trying to figure out, is there anything else that I can move a core around and make a new automaton? I don't think so. 2 people have died, as is often the case. We need to kill someone again for discontent reasons. We need... I don't think we ever got more cores. Man, I really wish that I got back from Tesla City. With 1 more core, we have a factory. Maybe we would have been able to build another automaton eventually. It would have taken a lot of steel and stuff, but we're at that point now where that was actually becoming a possibility. People are dying. People are dying. All right, the steam core is up and running. Yes. Let the steam flow. Discontent's too high for me to put that into. Okay. How are we doing? So if I go to coal, even at level 2, we have a surplus. Bump it to 3. Steam level 3, range 2, overdrive is on. Technically still a surplus. Oh my god. Everyone is still freezing though. Actually, no, they're very cold. We technically got them out of freezing. We're just at very cold now. Wait a minute. Is this gonna be survivable? Discontent just dropped a ton because reasons. Just because I can't believe we haven't starved. I had given up. I thought we were dead. The people of this city, despite my ways, have not given up. Oh my god, we're at the point where they're cold. They're just cold. They're not freezing anymore. Even your fearless leader had given up on survival for a brief moment, only to be shook to his very core by the dedication of his people. You have continued to work tirelessly day and night to keep everybody alive, and your efforts are commendable. It is because of all of you that people will go on to survive. We're actually treating people right now. We're actually, holy crap, and we don't have any infirmaries, and we don't have any infirmaries anymore. I can use triage now. Hilariously. How much time do I have left on that? A day and 15 hours? Do you think any of them are actually going to get treated? You know what we could build though now? You know what we can build though now is, did we ever build those care houses? I don't think we did. Oh crap. Did we ever build those care houses? Purpose? We never did House of Healing. I could have slapped down a House of Healing to help with the gravely ill. We're at 6 hours of fuel left. I guess, yeah, we are actually in a deficit after all. Bump down to 2. I know that's gonna bring in a lot of discontent. I think, actually, if we put our range setting down to 1, because we have hubs in places, our range setting probably doesn't need to be on. That was probably a waste of coal. So if I lower the range setting, up the steam level, what are we at? Can we maintain that? It looks like maybe not. How many hours? We have 6 hours. If we drop down to 5, we'll turn it down. We're actually treating people now. I know, it's hard to believe. Once we were afraid, we were petrified. All right. If I knew the other words to that song, I would join you in that, but I can't. All right, we got to lower. We got 7 more people died. We're going to minus 120. We're going the extra step. We're going to the minus 120. This is what it means to go beyond. We've managed to get to 9 hours of fuel left now. Once we were afraid, we were petrified. We're working at 132% of it. Like, people are working like crazy to make this happen. The storm, darkness before dawn. Sir, one of our engineers has come crashing through the door, white-faced, demanding to see you. I've run the calculations with the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperature just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread, and people are losing all hope. We have to stay strong. You know what I said before? There's a literal dawn. Temperature will drop significantly 3 levels. There's an actual sun right there. The darkness before the dawn. People are eating raw food. I know. We've been that way for a while now. We're actually going to... There's 283 hungry people. We're actually getting to the point now where it's like we might actually, at the end of the day, have survivors. That's it from a believer. Captain, a woman told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and supplies. Yes, follow that lead for sure. Follow the lead. Follow the lead. It's almost time to make another execution. Oh my god. This is absolutely absurd. And I choose to believe that building all those houses at the last minute made a big difference. I choose to believe that it did. Whether it truly did or not, I will never know. But I choose to believe that it truly made a difference. All right, I'm gonna keep, it looks like we're working on a surplus. It is going up slowly right now. So I'm gonna let it keep doing that, and then we'll go to steam level 3 and then turn overdrive off when that stress gets too high. And then we'll have to turn overdrive 3 off eventually as well. 7 other people died. People are dying. People are back into freezing, despite our best efforts, because it's minus 120. You know what we might do? I don't know why I keep clicking that button when I just want to open like this. I think we're going to drop down to steam level 1, collect a ton of coal. Collect a ton of coal, because it's not making a huge difference right now. Fear of the storm. People refuse to work. Sir, a group of people employed at the steelworks refuses to go to work today. They say that they want to spend their final hours with their families. What shall we do? Force them to work. So let them stay home. This facility will stop working for the day. Force them to work. You can bring your family to work. Bring your family to work day. You must keep going. There is actually dawn at the end of this that we can kind of almost see. Bump this guy up to 3. Turn overdrive off. There you go. Difference engine. We're doing research. Actually, the workshop's probably busted, isn't it? Is the workshop still running? Turn the heater on. The workshop is actually functioning. Our generator level was critical. We have 8 hours of fuel left at level 3. We'll keep it running for a little bit, and then we'll bump down to 2, and then we'll bump down to 1. We're trying to let the stress go down on this thing. This is absurd. I know everything is freezing again. I know. We made it to 120. We had a moment of clarity where things were kind of okay. We are going to unlock House of Healing, sign it into law. We have to build at least one of them now. Oh, it's under health. House of Healing, 35 wood, 10 steel. Can we get it close to the generator? It's a big house. It's a big building. I would have loved to put it like where the infirmary was before. Oh, I can sneak it in right here, and it is within range of a hub. And it does have a road to it, apparently. It will be too cold, though, to actually do anything, but we will build it in the name of the new law that we've signed into action. And if it gets warm enough where it does kick back into action, maybe we can treat some of our gravely ill briefly. I don't think it's going to ever get warm enough again, but this is us just literally doing anything at all to try to, like, survive this, especially since we don't have infirmaries anymore. It occurs to me that maybe my reluctance to remove our infirmaries, we should have done these houses of healing probably a lot sooner, and then removed our infirmaries, or let them go up and treat the gravely ill as fast as possible. But then again, like I say, I have switched those steam cores over to working these or different automatons, or just use those steam cores for something else. Because the House of Healing, even though it heals more slowly than an infirmary, you know, doesn't require a core. So that's actually pretty beneficial. I think that we will really survive. It's hard to believe. People are dropping left and right. We just dropped under 300 people. It's hard to believe. After this, I wonder if there will be any plot anymore, if it's just gameplay forever. I really don't know. I don't know if at the end of this, we actually survived the Great Cold and it actually warms up and it's just like, happy day, we survived. We'll never see that storm again. I don't know if this is supposed to be the only singular apocalyptic scenario, and once we survive it, we're good. Or what? I don't know. I don't know what happens after this. All right, I'll turn the heater on. It's not enough. It's definitely not enough, but we'll do it anyway, just because whatever. Is our coal actually going up? Are we actually maintaining steam level 3 right now at range 1? Is this actually happening? We're at a deficit. I'm sure once it gets to be nighttime and people aren't working. Oh, it's free time right now. Are we still going up? No, it's going down. 2021? 2005? Okay, yeah, it's working on it. It's going down. We need to kill somebody. Our discontent's too high. We will murder another man in the name of the great heat beyond. But not just any man. We will name a heretic to send to the great beyond. And though it pains me to send a heretic to the great heat so soon, the rest of us will carry on. A duel's taking place. Oh, our discontent is so high. Give me my ceremonial service. Give me my ceremonial service. Discontent is too high. Much like the rent, the ceremonial service is too high. Okay, we killed someone. The cost of sin is death. Yeah, we just executed somebody. That helped a lot with our discontent. Who knew that signing that law into action would actually be so clutch? I did, because I'm the speaker of the truth and a prophet. So I knew that. I knew that all along. I am the great leader, and I will walk us through to the end. We're gonna go to minus 150. I just don't even know. We're at 6 hours of energy left. We're gonna go down to steam level 2, unfortunately, which is gonna freeze people up, but that gives us more energy, more time to build up. Come on, are we not there at ceremonial service? Oh my god, so close. 261 hungry people, which is funny because we're still, our raw food is still going very slowly. I am surprised we're not empty, honestly. 192 sick, 90 gravely sick. If we ever get to the point where we can be warm again, if we can ever get to the point where we'll be warm again. Ideally, we can actually warm people up if we can get to steam level 3 and the overdrive running. We can get there. You know, I want to go down to steam level 1. It's not a great move, but we'll stockpile our coal faster that way, and then we'll bump back up, I think. Because I think the difference between freezing and freezing is nothing. There's no difference. At level 2, we're freezing. So we might as well be at level 1 and also freeze. That's the way I see it. We should have used triage earlier when we had the chance. Oh well. We built the House of Healing. It's just not in operation, so that hasn't... Our promises are going to get broken, but it's not because of lack of trying. The storm, the frozen family. Sir, the family living in this house, they're all dead. They were found huddled in tight places, under the beds, behind wardrobes, next to each other, some partially undressed, all of them froze to death. May they rest in peace. They have found the great warm beyond. Is this not dropping? What's going on here? We have 5 hours of coal left. Are our things not working at efficiency? It's almost daytime. That's what it is. Okay. Is that it? Is day 48 the last day of the storm? We have just a few days left? I don't know. I think it might be. Okay. 15 more people died. See, this is the thing. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. I'm trying to stockpile coal. And hopefully we can get the stress down so that I can run Steam 3 and Overdrive at the same time for just long enough to keep people a little healthy. We'll give it a few hours to stockpile. Our coal's dangerously low. And it looks like it's still going down. The wind, I can't hear my own thoughts. Okay. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Keep the coal going. Keep it going. We didn't go to steam coal power plants for nothing. We didn't go there for nothing. We haven't made it this far for nothing. I officially have no more workers. I guess I can take people off of this, off of wood duty, because we are full on wood. People are dying left and right. Our food, our raw food is finally taking a huge hit. I guess people were actually avoiding eating at all since we were out of rations, but now that they're starving and there's no rations and it's been days, I guess now they're finally doing it. It's time for a nighttime procession and a public penance. Fear of the storm, panic spreads, sir. Even more people have abandoned their workplaces. They're completely petrified. Many of them don't believe we'll make it. This time, the entire staff of this wall drill have refused to work. There's literally one person. The facility will stop working for the day. Let them stay home. There's literally, I had one person working that. It's fine. It's one person I have working that. It's fine. I'm full on wood anyway. I am full on wood. I don't know what else I would build right now. I was saving up resources. I mean, I'm full on wood, but I was saving up resources for more research, basically. So that maybe we could get to automatic prototyping, so that maybe we could get to generator power upgrade 3. I should have started that a lot sooner. I had given up hope too soon, I guess. Apparently. I now officially have no one working stuff. Okay, great. All right. Well, we'll take you, since you're not working there, we'll take you off. I need my coal mines to keep having people work them. Take people off of steel duty for now. It's all we can do to stay alive. Stay alive. Everybody do their part to stay alive. All right, we're stockpiling our coal. Guys, if you can just survive the day so that I can turn this stuff up on at night or something, that would at least be something. Isn't it the sunrise symbol, which is day 45, not 48? I don't think so, because the final drop of 3 levels is happening just before the sunrise. I think the sunrise means like that's actually the end of the tunnel. I think we have to, this is the final, I think that means that's the final drop, and then from there on out, it's just holding out. I think that's what that means. I don't think it's actually gonna get better at sunrise. I think it's gonna get better about 3 days after sunrise. I'll be right back, I'm gonna go refill my coffee. Oh. Daughters, desperate father, daughters, oh no, the daughter came back? It's been like a week, if not longer. Sir, the runaway girl has returned. She was found huddled in a warm spot right by the generator. She's starving, exhausted, and frostbitten. How did she survive? We think she must have turned back soon after leaving the city. Oh no, she was gone for days. Although it's still a miracle that she survived at all, now she's asking for her father. Someone will have to tell her she's dead. It's my duty, apparently, as speaker of the truth, to let her know her dad did not survive. He has joined the great warm in the beyond sooner than the rest of us. He is in a warmer place now. But fret not, my child. There are many people out here that will take care of you. Stay warm, go to the children's house, or anyone's house for that matter. We built a lot of houses. Another limb has been amputated. Again, I was kind of holding on to my resources. I don't think it's going to be necessary. We just need to survive for 3 days. What can I reasonably build or do that would actually help? Probably not much. Build a fighting arena just for giggles. It won't be in operation. Just for giggles. Just because why not? Yeah, there's nothing we can reasonably build that'll actually help our situation now that I can think of. People are just slowly dying. It is the way. Our coal is skyrocketing. It's work time right now. Once we go into free time, maybe we'll double up on this. Difference engine has been researched. Okay. So, I'm trying to scroll up to here. So we got a couple things to look at. Fear of the storm, panic spreads, sir. Even more people have abandoned their workplaces. They're completely petrified. Many of them don't believe we'll make it. This time the entire staff of the steelworks has refused to work. Force them to work. The steelworks does not go down. What would this cost us? 150 and 100? Screw it. Do it. Do it. Oh, what did we unlock? Advanced. We unlocked advanced heaters, which means the heaters would go up to 3 levels. Which maybe would have been worth doing, actually. Generator efficiency upgrade 2. Generator coal consumption will be reduced a further 10%. Meh. Maybe that was worth doing instead of the automatic prototyping. If we abort, do we get our resources back? It's gonna take 12 hours to do that. Abort that. Do we get our stuff back? I think we did. Cool. Let's actually do that, actually. I changed my mind. Do we want generator efficiency, or do we just want better heaters? Steam hub will burn less. So we don't have a ton of hubs. Let's not worry about that. I think the heaters would probably be the right move so that we could get some buildings back in operation. Like the clinics and stuff, maybe? It might not. It's kind of like a matter of like, do we care that the clinics are back in operation at this point? Because it's like everyone's gonna die anyway. I'm thinking advanced heaters or generator efficiency. Generator. I think at this point we just need to write it out. I think we need the efficiency. Start that research. Make that happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make everything warm. We have a few hours of warmth. I will let this ride out for a few hours. Yeah, maybe we can get a house of healing working. Nope, not this one, that's for sure. It's not close enough, I guess. Oh, actually, this is still powering up. It's almost at 3. House of healing built. Yes, we did the thing. A house of healing was built in accordance with the new law. Hope has risen. I'm gonna let people heal up. We're gonna treat you. We're gonna triage you. Done. We saved everyone who could. The rest had to die. We used our triage, so this take care of the ill needs to go away, right? We use triage. Go away. There we go. Healthcare fulfilled. That's done. We're surviving the storm as best as we can. Our discontent has lowered doing that a little bit. And now we're gonna drop this down to level 2 because we need to be able to survive the night on the coal that we have. We just need to be able to get through the night on the coal that we have. So we're back to freezing again, but are some of these buildings, are you still in operation? Nope, they've gone into in operation. So that means I'm gonna bump you down to steam level 1, since again, there's no point right now. I'm gonna wait until daytime. I'm gonna keep getting more coal. We got everything into operation for a moment. For just long enough to heal a few people. Some people died, but people were gonna die one way or the other. It's just facts. Okay. The temple has convinced some people to do some stuff. We can do a sermon to lower our discontent, and I will speak to the people with my captain's words. With my captain words. With my captain words, we will speaketh to the people. Our steelworks, we've got, this is down to 8 people, but it's producing enough coal to keep the pile full, so that's okay. Public penance is starting. We have 11 hours left of this. Luckily, we get to keep steam level 2 for a little bit while longer while it's cooling down. This is it. We're almost at the level 3. How many people do we have? 172. We had over 400. We had over 400. when the storm hit. We had so many people. I can't believe this is it. I don't actually see it warming up. I just see that there's the frost, and then right here is where the frosting stops. And it's regular timeline, but it doesn't actually say it's warming up, so I don't know. I don't know if we survive the storm. I don't know what happens when we survive the storm. I don't know. But it's gonna take a miracle, and I can't believe we're not out of food. I mean, a part of it is that we've shrunk our population by more than half. That's a part of it for sure. Our cookhouse is doing nothing, but it doesn't need to be. Fear of the storm, work ceases. Sir, most of our people have abandoned their workplaces to stay home with their families. Only the medical facilities are still functioning. No, they're not. The city holds its breath, waiting for whatever the end will bring. We have to stay strong. Do you mean you're not gonna be working the coal anymore? Inoperative. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. The automaton now needs to go on to this duty. Maybe? It says inoperative. This building has been disabled by modifiers. Oh no. Oh no. No, we don't have enough coal for that. No, we don't have enough coal for that. We do not have enough coal for that. We have 17 hours of coal, and I have one pile of 414 coal. Why did you all stop working? Why did you do that? I didn't know. I needed to stockpile more coal. I was prepared for. Okay, well, we're not gonna make it. I can sign one more thing into law. I don't think I have anything I can sign into law. I don't think I do. I think everything's done. We have signed everything we can sign. We have signed everything that there is to be signed. People are dying. We have 16 hours left of coal because you guys won't work, you idiots. I don't even think he's working. Oh no, he's going to work. He is. Okay, he just didn't look like it. I have 412 coal left there. Well, this is it. I thought we were gonna make it, but we're not. We are literally not. We are literally not gonna make it. Well, might as well do this. Okay, I need to turn some, hang on, I need to turn some heaters off. I need to turn some heaters off because of the coal consumption. Some heaters gotta turn off now. I wish we'd done this sooner, but how could we have known? How could we have known? How could we have known that the heaters are going off now? The heaters are going off. We have a bunch of heaters and stuff. This will help. This will help for a little while, but not a few days. It's not enough to survive a few days on. It's not enough to survive a few days on. Oh, coal, about 8 days. Wait, was it the dawn? We actually just needed to survive the dawn? Or, I think you were right. I think you were right. I think you were right. The storm ends, the wind dies down, and the temperature finally starts to rise. An eerie silence descends on the city. Achievement unlocked, leader. Achievement unlocked, carnivore. We survived, we made it. We did it, we survived the final blow, we will live. Are you serious? We've survived. We started as a band of heathens cast out of haven. This is actually what I built in order, I think. 80 souls lacking guidance. Yeah, this is what we actually built. First, we decided to tighten our belts. Thin soup became our main meal. It did. We did that for a long time. And every day was a struggle. So we adapted. Executions of heretics, violent public penance, denouncing infidels, and in the fight for survival, we crossed the line. Faith became fanaticism. Hey, look, we had to do what we had to do. Don't you judge me. The city survived. You're darn right, but was it worth it? It frickin' was! 1887, the blessed city of New London, 162 souls, minus 30 degrees Celsius. Look, we may have become a fanatic mouth of a god that was literally the incarnate version of cold and heat. It may have been fanatic. We may have put people to death. We did do that. We made a few regrettable decisions. We made some that I don't regret, but were difficult decisions nonetheless. We did what we did in order to survive. It was minus 150 degrees Celsius. I believed that all of our buildings were going to shut down once the storm came on, and it didn't. And that kept us going for a long time. Our last minute decision to remove the cores from the infirmaries and get more steam mining going, I think was pivotal in our in our ability to keep people from freezing too soon, that we survived with 100 odd lives that we did. Barely double what we actually ever started with. So many people, hundreds of people died. But those that survived will carry on. And although we live in a strange, fanatically faithful time now, as a result, it is what got us through until the end. So, is it dystopic? Sure. But people carry on. People live. The alternative would have been everyone dies. That's the alternative. If we didn't do what we did, we wouldn't have made it. Who's left on the planet to even judge New London, right? Who's even left alive to judge the decisions we had to make? That was funny, too. We were just turning off everything, all the heaters, because I thought we still had to survive a couple of days with the minus 30 extra degrees Celsius. We didn't actually have to do very much. Once it went down that extra 3, we only had to survive really a few hours. Like the night, maybe. Maybe we had to survive the night. Maybe that's what it was. And then dawn broke. Good game. It was a very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very tense. I feel like I made mistakes, but learned a lot along the way. But somehow we still managed to claw and scrape our way through. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's got other stuff. It's got scenarios. It's got an endless mode where you can literally try to survive for as long as you can. It's got different modes. It's got expansions available, apparently, which is pretty dope. But that's a game that I might pick up again at some point in the future. Maybe I'll play it on my own off camera or whatever. But as far as Twitch streams go, we'll be playing something else. I don't know what yet. We'll be playing something else eventually. Are there different scenarios you'd like to try in future streams? I don't know what we have. There's we did A New Home. That was the main story. There's the Arcs, the Refugees, the Fall of Winter Home, the Last Autumn. I don't know what they all are. I don't know if it tells us. The Arcs, as the brightest minds of Oxford and Cambridge, we have been sent to save priceless seed and plant specimens from the eternal winter. Do we have what it takes to keep the seedling Arcs safe? is a survivor mode, which I don't know what that is. It's probably Iron Man. Survive against all odds. There's no active pause. The game will be very difficult. Your progress will be saved on X only. So that's Iron Man mode. Refugees, the safety of the generator was reserved for the wealthy. We seized it so we could build a city where people are equal, but can we accept everyone who comes to seek shelter? So I'm guessing that's a very worker-focused, not very many engineers game, probably. The fall of Winterhome, which we heard about. We've built our city to survive the long winter. Now we have to fight against time to save it and our lives from impending doom. For what that's worth, we know how that went in the main story. The Last Autumn is locked, I think, right now. Oh, this is one of the DLCs. This must be the expansion. The Empire is collapsing under the strain of climate catastrophe, yet no one is ready to admit it. Openly, a secret project to build the generators is put into motion. So this sounds like a prequel type situation, which is pretty neat. But yeah, we might do those in a future stream. But there's lots of games that I want to play, though, so we might not come to this in a future stream. We might come back to it in a future stream. I don't know. If I don't, I'll probably play some of these on my own time. But I don't know what we'll be playing next. I don't know when the next Twitch stream will be. Since we do these in the morning, I work in the morning, Monday and Tuesday for sure. So we might have one during the week, but it might not be until next weekend. We'll see. But yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. But that's gonna do it for this morning. Thank you so much for joining me and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed that wild ride. It was a wild ride. It was a long descent to chaos. All right, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, wash your hands. Bye.